don't have to allow me to share my post with your buyers. You can vet me. You can vet the contracts that I have between myself and the seller of the property. Yep. So that third piece that you're referring to is called post sharing. That's the product name that we've given all these features. And the way that it works is you can kind of think of it like Google search results. You're in the business of marketing to find properties, and you know how important it is to be at the top of the Google search results. So you go into Town Square, you create your post, you send it to the marketplace, you send it to your list, but then you can look at a list of other people that are on Town Square that have their contact lists uploaded and tagged as interested in properties like the one that you've uploaded. And you can see that list of people, and they're ranked based on their performance on Town Square. And let's say you're at the top of that list, Billy, because you kill it in the New Jersey markets. So I select you, Billy, as somebody that I want to share my post with. You don't have to allow me to share my post with your buyers. You can vet me. You can vet the contracts that I have between myself and the seller of the property. You can vet the property to make sure that I have it for the right price. And then you can, at your discretion, select whether or not you want to accept my post to go to your buyers lists. That's step one, is I select you from that ranking of like Google search results, and then you accept or decline me.
Yeah, I like that. I like that whole algorithm piece where you're measuring people on the success. Now, if I post something and it goes through your system and somebody accepts it, do I get access to their list, or it just kind of emails out and eventually texts out to their particular group? What is that process like?
Yep. So if you bring the post to Town Square and you share it with somebody else, another person who maintains contact lists on Town Square, and they accept you, it's at their discretion which one of their lists or all of their lists they want to send the post to. So they have that person who's acting as the intermediary who maintains the list. It's at their discretion on if they want to accept your property and what lists of theirs, what buyers of theirs they want to share your post to. So that way, that person who brings the buyers, brings the contacts to the platform, maintains complete control over who gets to see their buyers, who gets to send posts to their buyers, really just complete control over one of the most valuable parts of your business, your buyers list.
The buyers list is it, man. It's everything. So then how does that intermediary, that person, if they're acting in the middle, how do they actually get paid? Because obviously they're not just going to transfer it over. So is there a rev share agreement between party A and party B for when party C buys it?
Yep, exactly. So it's funny that you used A, B, and C, because the way we talk about this business, it's pretty lame, I'll admit, but it's very, very efficient. The person A, we call that person Alice, and then we call person B, that intermediary, we call him Bob. And then C is Charlie. Charlie's the guy that's on the buyer's list of Bob that raises his hand and says, I'm interested in some way. So what happens is Alice shares her post with Bob. Bob accepts the post, and then Charlie gets an email from Bob about Alice's post. Still with me?
Oh, yeah. Cool. Alice for assets, C for cash. Charlie cash.
That's right. So Charlie says, hey, I'll buy this property all cash, $400,000, whatever it is. That offer that Charlie makes via Town Square, because that post was sent to Charlie by Bob, Bob is the one who receives that offer from Charlie. Alice is notified, hey, Bob has brought Charlie to your deal, but Alice can't see any of Charlie's information other than what he's willing to offer and what his earnest money deposit is. So then Bob can exchange contracts directly on the Town Square platform, like a JV agreement with Alice. He can say, hey, I brought Charlie. He's going to pay $400,000. Directly on Town Square, you can chat, exchange contracts, and sign contracts directly on the platform. And then at that point, again, it's still at Bob's discretion, that intermediary guy, remember, if he wants to share Charlie's information with Alice. Bob can act as the intermediary throughout the entire transaction and never share Charlie's contact information if he wishes to. Again, maintaining full control over the buyer if he wants to. You better run for your life.